Okay, well, today what I wanted to show you was a really quick and easy way to get a fabulous looking cover for your ebook or report or whatever else you want to be sending out. What you can see in front of you is actually, this is in Photoshop, and there is an example of a cover that I've made for a book that actually I've not written, or a report I haven't really written, but I've been thinking about. And I thought, well, maybe if I've got a picture of it, it will spur me into action. Many of you will have reports that you want to put on your website, and you probably realise that if you can see a picture of something, it makes people more likely to buy it or to download it because it just looks more attractive. So what I want to do is to show you how to get something like that, which is a ring bound one, or maybe something a bit more ambitious, a stack of paperbacks, again using the same image. Now before you panic, this is not going to be a Photoshop tutorial. This is a really easy and free way to transform something you may have which looks like that, which is just a standard image I've created in Photoshop. I don't have time to go into how I did that now, but you can see it's pretty straightforward. You could do it in anything as long as you've got it in the format of a JPEG or a PNG file or a GIF file. Then you can use this system. So what we need to do is to go to a website. Let me just bring up that website, which is called myecover.com. Now if I go to the home page, just hold on a second, there we go. Okay, now when you first look at that you think, oh, but I've got to pay for it, I've got to pay at least $9 a month. Well, if you want lots and lots of different sorts, it may be well worth you paying $9 a month. But actually, if you then look on the menu system here and go to create eCover, computer's being a little bit slow today, but we'll get there in a second. Okay, this shows you all the different formats that you can have your book or report in. Just scroll down, loads and loads and loads. You even put it on a Kindle or an iPad, but all these are greyed out because we're not members, so we can't use them, but we can use these ones up here. Now what I'm going to do for this purpose is I'm actually going to create for you well, let's do the ring binder. So just click on the ring binder. Oops, that went wrong then, sorry. Let's just go back. It was a little bit clicky then, a bit too clicky. I go to create eCover again. Okay. And I'm going to click on that once. That's the problem, I clicked on it twice. Now all these backgrounds here you can use, and you can put text on top. So if you don't have a design and you just want something you want to put text onto, you can use their backgrounds. But what I'm going to do is to bring up that flat image that we had, and it should be bookcover.jpg there. Open that, and we just have to leave it a minute for it to upload. It won't take very long, and you can see there's the flat image. Now I don't think it's very clear as to what you do now, but this is what you do. You click on it, you can see the crosshairs I've got there, and you drag. Now because I've got this to the size I want it, I'm actually going to use all of it. I'm not going to crop it at all. I'm going to use the whole thing, and you can see a preview up on the right hand side there, and then crop selection. Again, we just wait a minute or two. Okay, and it thinks about it, and it's saying, are you sure that's the image you want to use? Yes, that's the image I want to use. And then button up on the right here, finalize. So click finalize. And there is my binder. Now you can see what's happened is, because this has got an edge to it as well, which I hadn't taken into account, I needed to allow a bit of white space there, or maybe put something down here on the side. That doesn't happen when you've got the books or reports, but nevertheless that's a good attempt. We'll live with that for the moment. One little trick I always use is to use a transparent background, so that will sit then on any colour you've got for the background for your website. Of course, if you want it in a white box, you can make it white. You can change the colour here. We could put it on an orange background, green, whatever we wanted. But we'll stick with a transparent. You can see it's put a nice shadow on it, so it looks like a really solid thing. And then just to get it down onto the computer, click download, save it wherever you want it, and there you go. Now if you did want to have one of those other sorts, or you'd got a CD cover that you wanted, something like that, then you know the answer. Just ask Jean and I'll get it sorted for you, because I've got an account with these people. But I think the free ones are valuable enough to share with you. Hope that was useful, and I'll see you soon.